Welcome back. The Fiji Sevens team players will be paid bonuses and get incentives if they win any leg of the IRB World 7 Series. But that will only come after the Fiji Rugby Union secures a major sponsor. So players could be handsomely rewarded if they win the Las Vegas or Wellington tournaments.
The Fiji Sevens team go into the USA Sevens tournament from tomorrow without a major sponsor, but this is not a hindrance for the Fiji Rugby Union.
With the resources, we've managed to meet all our commitments as a union in preparation to them, and we hope for the best.
It's the first time that the national side will not feature a major sponsor on their playing strips. New outfit has been designed for the side in USA, which will have only FRU's logo.
We perform as best as we can, given the training and knowing that the boys have given all their perform to the best of their ability.
Despite the financial drawbacks, FRU, with the help of coach Ben Ryan, has been doing fundraising in Las Vegas for the team.
I think what's different about this particular preparation is Ben is also visiting the Los Angeles community. And the Los Angeles community, the Fijian community, has actually put their hand up and organized fundraising to help out FRU in a time when we need money. And so again, thank you to the Fijian community in Los Angeles.
And this has not ruled out on players getting the bonuses or incentives if they win in the next leg. FIU is keeping all the records to make sure players do get the reward.
When we sign up our sponsorship, definitely the board will revisit the issue of bonuses to players. We know that they win in Dubai and we know that they deserve bonuses. And when the sponsorship is coming, then the board will revisit that issue.
FRU has also been getting good feedback from the team since they arrived in Las Vegas, as the side remains focused on the task at hand.
The Fiji public expects us to win all the time, but the reality is if we see them perform well and they perform to the best of their ability, that's all we ask of the boys.
Fiji last won the USA Sevens during the 2006-07 IRB series, and FRU hopes the side will repeat the performance and register our second cup final win so far. Irfan Khan, Fiji One News.
Ben Ryan believes the Las Vegas Sevens fixtures is one of the toughest that the national side will meet this season. The Fiji Sevens team gets their campaign underway tomorrow, first against Scotland at 1 p.m. and Australia at 4 p.m. They will then play New Zealand 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Scotland first up, got some good players back in their side, play well on a small pitch, keep the ball very well, and that's a very hard game, you know, and the boys need to be aware of that.
Ryan is adamant his side is prepared to deliver another spectacle as they look to avoid an early exit, as was seen by Samoa during the South Africa Cup quarters.
A niggly side to play against. Got some very good players, and when they're on song, as we saw in the Gold Coast, they can hit finals. So Friday's difficult, and then we want to get rid of that day, do well, and then we've got New Zealand on Saturday morning.
You will be able to catch all the action from the USA Sevens live and exclusive here on Fiji One. The live coverage from Las Vegas starts at midday tomorrow. Fiji opens their campaign against Scotland at 1:06 p.m. They then play Australia in their second pool match. Fiji face New Zealand in their final pool match on Sunday morning, with coverage starting at 8 a.m. The Cup quarterfinals will also be played on Sunday. The semi-finals and final will be held on Monday morning. Live coverage of the first final day starts at 5:20 a.m. You'll be able to watch all that only on Fiji One. The Nandi football team is determined to overcome a tough Mba side in the Champion versus Champion Series third and final leg at Churchill Park tomorrow. One of the key areas Nandi will need to work on will be consistency.
It's time for these players to shine and try their best to regain glory for Nandi. Going into the Pilegaments Champion versus Champion third and the final leg, there will be no next time for them.
The preparation has been pretty short because we didn't expect to play the third leg. But after the second match, they decided we have to play a third leg, and we only have like 3 full days of training, and it's been raining as well in Nandi in the evening. So preparation hasn't been the best.
Nandi and Ba played to a 1-1 draw in both the previous legs. The Jet Setters are all fired up and have secured their top players for the final leg of the CVC.
They basically picked up from the first leg. They're quite strong at home last week, and we believe they will be stronger this week with the return of Osea. He was red carded, so he didn't play in the second match. We believe that they will be stronger than the first two matches, so we need to be on top of our game to beat them.
Ba will surely have no mercy as they will try to go for their 18th CVC title. Nandi lacked consistency in both the games despite taking an early lead against Ba.
We lacked on fitness in the second leg, so that's basically our main focus, to get the fitness levels up to scratch for the boys. And also work on certain areas that we thought we lacked in the game against Ba at Govind Park.
A lot will be at stake for coach Kamal Swami to keep Nandi consistent throughout the 90 minutes, and playing on a neutral venue in Lautoka, the game could go in anyone's favour.
Absolutely. I mean, in the first leg it was Ba scored in the 90th minute, so we want to make sure we keep our concentration for the whole 90 minutes and probably extra time if we go there, making sure the boys are always on the task. And just try and play the full 90 minutes.
Surely this match will be a decider, and it will be either Nandi becoming the champions for the first time or Ba again proving to be the giants of Fiji soccer. Vashnil Prasad, Fiji One News.
Manchester United team manager David Moyes says his team did not perform well enough in the semi-final against Sunderland to merit a place in the Capital One Cup final. Moyes criticised his Manchester United players after they were knocked out of the League Cup in the semi-finals by Sunderland yesterday.
It's the moment long-suffering Sunderland fans have been waiting 20 years for, a cup final.
Raphael, Manone saves, and Sunderland go to Wembley.
United led 1-0 after regulation, tied 2-2 on aggregate, so the match headed to extra time. With 60 seconds to play, a howler.
Bartley hits it, De Gea's lost it, and Sunderland have the goal that could take them to Wembley.
Or would it? From the restart and the last play of extra time, the United of old reappeared.
It's in extraordinary for Menendez. Would you believe it? Penalties! Penalties!
Just don't mention penalties to an Englishman. It was a shocking start from both sides.
And Welbeck blazes wide too.
History's pages are riddled with poor English shootouts. The first 3 kicks missed. Sunderland's young Korean, Sung Young Ki, stopped the madness momentarily. United's English international, Phil Jones.
And he's leaving it over. Johnson for Wembley. De Gea has saved.
The final kick from Brazilian Raphael ended a shootout where players simply froze. 7 kicks out of the 10 were missed or saved. Sunderland winning 2-1 on penalties, now facing Manchester City in the League Cup final. Manchester United's season of bad fortune continues, thanks to the aptly named Black Cats.
Celebrating sporting excellence will be the theme for this year's Sports Awards night planned for next month. Blue and white will be the theme colours, also reflecting our national flag colours as well as the symbol of unity. With the submissions for nominations closing today, the committee is confident that they will receive more than what they had received earlier in the week. The committee chair says they have had to be firm this year to give the judges more time to do their work.
The judges need to meet and have sufficient time, and they can't do that in a week. They need a good 2 weeks to sit and go through everything. They have several meetings in that period, and then they get the finalist names to us, and then we have to go and get all the preparations done, ensure that we've got the engraving done.
Lombuka adds that negotiations are underway to have a different format to celebrate at the awards night.
It's going to be in a different format. It won't be in a typical guest speaker format.
The awards night will be held on February 21st at the Vodafone Arena. The capital city side looked good to create an upset in the men's category in the Vulava tournament after winning most of their pool games today. Suva beat Rewanga 3-0. They also beat Kinoi Green by 2-0 and also went on to beat Votuanga by 2-0. Defending champions Raiwai beat Nandawa 2-0. Tournament coordinator Kenny Lindise says they expect tough competition tomorrow.
What we see right now, these upcoming teams like, Rewanga, and even some teams within the Suva associations as well, are coming up. And I believe it's going to be a tough competition overall.
continues tomorrow with eliminations in the men's category and pooled games in the women's division. Candidate Master Kelvin Prasad and Gloria Suku will soon become qualified chess FIDE grade trainers here in Fiji. The duo, who are currently the champions in the men's and women's category, will be attending the FIDE Trainers Seminar in the Solomon Islands from Monday. They're expected to go learn on the styles of coaching in the 3-day seminar.
The good thing about this seminar is that it will cover everything from conditioning and nutrition to chess psychology, as well as the more technical aspects of the game. And we hope to learn something there and then impart that knowledge to our younger players here. Upon a completion of that, we'll be bestowed the FIDE trainer title that allows us to train other younger players and to effectively increase the level of competitive chess in Fiji.
The Fiji National Rugby League have started prepping for the Four Nations qualification match against Samoa. Fiji Mbati coach Rick Stone is now in the country. He conducted a session with local interested players at Suva's Albert Park this morning. Stone will be undertaking coaching clinics with local coaches over the weekend. Stanislas Wawrinka beat Thomas Berdijk to reach his first Grand Slam final. The 28-year-old seeded 7th defeated Czech 8th seed. He will face Rafael Nadal in the final.
Still 2 match points remaining.
And in the women's division, Slovakia's Dominika Cibulkova will play 4th seed Li Na in the final of the Australian Tennis Open in Melbourne. Cibulkova has upset 5th seed Agnieszka Radwanska in the semi-finals, winning in straight sets 6-1, 6-2.
The other finalist would be decided in the next match on centre court between Dominika Cibulkova and Agnieszka Radwanska. The Slovak looked to be continuing on her giant-killing ways as she raced to claim the first set 6-1 with some powerful baseline ground strokes. Radwanska attempted to summon the quality of tennis that saw her dispose of the defending champion in the quarter-final, but came up short. Cibulkova putting the pole to the sword in straight sets, advancing to her first career Grand Slam final. 6-1, 6-2.
In cricket, the Black Caps have the big boys on the ropes and are now desperate to land the knockout blow. Having gone 2-0 up in the 5-match series against India, after a 15-run victory in Hamilton, New Zealand headed to Auckland for a defining third one-day international on Saturday, which could secure them a valuable series win.
The Black Caps on promotional duties at Eden Park's outer oval this evening, right next to the ground that could very well become the scene of an unprecedented series victory.
The challenge for us is to keep putting it together because we know India are going to keep improving.
Helping their cause batsman Jesse Ryder, who's expected to play match 3 in Auckland after being forced from the field by a nasty knock to the hand.
He recovered a lot, or got a lot better as the day went on. He had his finger in ice for a long time and it settled down. A bit of bruising today, but I'm pretty sure he'll be fine tomorrow.
However, there may be at least one change. Hamish Bennett, a likely pick.
The faster pace wicket that we're going to get there certainly suits his style of bowling, and I'd expect he'd play in Auckland.
He'll have quite the act to follow. New Zealand's bowlers last night ensuring their batsmen's hard work didn't go to waste.
Just a little touch, yes indeedy.
Tim Southey claiming both openers to reach 100 ODI wickets, though with Virat Kohli again in exquisite form and the ever-present danger of MS Dhoni, India managed to stay in the chase.
Oh, wrists. 6!
But the bowlers came through at crucial times. Southey picking up Kohli, and while he shelled this chance to snare India's skipper, redemption came swiftly for the Kiwis.
He's got the Shirley Williamson, yeah he has!
Dhoni's dismissal spelling the end, even if the rain had the final say. The only major area of concern for New Zealand, some unusually poor fielding.
That's a bad miss. That is a bad miss.
Still, last night's win moves New Zealand to 7th in the one-day rankings and knocks India from the top. Benefiting from their fall, Australia, whose governing body tweeted this picture last night. Beating India, support from the Aussies. Given cricket's current power struggle, it's not a bad position for New Zealand to be in.
That's sports for today, Vili. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the sevens. Good luck to the boys.
Absolutely will do. Thanks, Myron. Likewise. Coming up in world news, Justin Bieber arrested for drag racing. Stay with us.